50-watt tube amplifiers. Are they too much for apartment home use? Let's touch base on that today. For today's video, I'm going to be going through my Marshall JVM205H over here with the beautiful, lovely skull decorations on the top. I love Halloween, so these decorations are going to be permanent fixtures. I love it. I'm also going through an EVH 5153 2x12 cabinet mic'd up with a Shure SM57 microphone, and I'm using a Charvel San Dimas with Seymour Duncan JB pickup in the bridge, the Jazz pickup SH1 in the neck pickup. So this is going to be unboosted, but when I do boost, it's going to be with the Boss SD1 Overdrive pedal because, hey, it's a Marshall. That's the marriage. They sound perfect together. So I'm just going to give you guys like a short little progression really quick, just to give you guys a heads up on what this crunch channel sounds like, which is what I want to use for my demo. Let's do that same thing on the neck the bridge pickup, but we're gonna boost it. Oh, noise suppressor time. Here we go. I do have a touch of reverb on. So right here, I want to show you the settings that I have. I have a touch of reverb on, and my presence and resonance is up quite a bit just because I like to add a little bit more color. Next, with my EQ, I went ahead and circled it because the way that it's worked out is your clean channel and your crunch channel is up here on the top row, but then your overdrive channel is down here on the bottom, which is not circled. Okay, so while leaving that crunch channel boosted here, I wanted to just do a little bit more playing, and then we're going to talk a little bit about 50-watt amplifiers. Are these too much for an apartment? We'll find out in a minute. I love this amp. It is 50 watts. I do live in an apartment. However, I am going to tell you, with my setup, I have the amp flat down on the ground. Yes, there are little tiny little feet on it that elevate it maybe half an inch off the floor, but I talked to my neighbor downstairs across the hall here also. They say that at most they can hear just a little bit in their apartment, but if they even have the TV on or they're doing anything in there, they have no clue I'm playing guitar. I'm in an apartment, okay? 50 watts I feel is perfect. Maybe even going down to 20 watts is even better, but I have good tube saturation. It's at low volume, but it still sounds great. A couple of tricks that I've heard about using is if you go to the front of your cab, and I'm talking about either if you got a cab with one speaker or two, not recommending a 4x12 cab. If you put something in the front so it's angled upright, that will help with the residual bass staying in your apartment, not going downstairs or to your neighbors. Another trick is elevate it. Put your amplifier up on maybe a rack. So the benefit you would have is you could hear your guitar much better and have an idea of what your audience is going to hear when they hear you playing. I do own two 50-watt amps, the Marshall And I've got the EVH5153 down here, the 6L6 power tubes. It is a monster. It's a beast. Between the Marshall and the EVH, I feel like I've got all the grounds covered. I've got beautiful cleans, nice crunch, and some high gain that I like on this Marshall. But when I'm playing true high gain, I go to the EVH just because it has what I would consider more usable bass. Like you could crank your bass up to the maximum on the EVH, and it's not muddy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the lower sub bass jargling gurgle frequencies are just not there. But anyway, 50 watt amplifiers. Now when you talk about your bedroom volume levels, are you talking about you don't want to wake your wife up and hear her complaining, oh my god, you're gonna wake me up with your playing Ted Nugent this time of the morning? Don't do that. Just don't. Try to figure out a time that is good for you, but also good for other people. For example, right now when I make this video, my neighbors are all out at work. It's a Wednesday and I have a Wednesday off, so here I am. So that's pretty much it for regarding 50 watt amps being too much for your apartment playing. Now I've got an experience where I've played on a 20 watt DSL-20 before that belongs to a friend of mine. I've had it in here, and you can honestly crank that up quite a bit louder, get a little bit more tube saturation. So even though you can use a 50 watt amplifier in your place, maybe a 20 watt might be a better choice. It's all up to you what kind of apartment you're living in. But yeah, I just love this crunch tone on this amplifier. Sounds great. Stop it. Don't do that. Cool. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you have any kind of questions you'd like to see me answer in future videos, feel free to let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it and also subscribe to my channel, but also hit the notifications button so you'll get updates when I upload new videos. Hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the sunlight. At least that's what we have up here in New England.